you. Yeah, it was just promo, cool stuff. But actually the painter failed because my father found out and couldn't get the supplies.
He was the player.
Yeah. So, why would you care about knowing how to do business in Mexico? Why would you care?
Possible market.
Yeah.
Possible?
Market for me.
It's a market for you?
You never know.
Culture.
You never know? Culture?
Cheaper.
Cheaper? So we are the leading market in Latin America besides Brazil. We have a very consolidated democracy. We have very low manufacturing cost. We have a controlled inflation rate, a very strong consumption demand. Like Roger said, we are a huge market. And believe it or not, we can do a lot of free trade. We can make free trade real. Mexico is the second country of the world that has more trade agreements with a lot of countries. It has trade agreements with about 40 countries in the world. The first one is Israel. So do you care now?
Yes.
Perfect. Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests. Today I'm going to talk about some pretty basics about how can you do business in Mexico. You can do business, you can find real estate opportunities, or you can have this information to keep happy your Mexican girlfriend. Never know. It might be helpful. So I want you guys to repeat after me. Okay, ready? In Mexico, time is not money.
In Mexico, time is not money.
Money is for enjoying life.
Money is for enjoying life.
Okay, very good, guys. Everything's gonna go to YouTube, so you will see how funny you. Okay, before doing business in Mexico, you had to know that anybody that wants to do business with you has to know you first. Relationships are so important, plays an important role in Mexico. No matter how good is your experience or how competitive you are, if you don't know the person well, it's very difficult that he or she's gonna make business with you. When you are finally about to have the first contact, you need to know one thing. We don't like voicemail. We don't like it. We think the voicemail is unfriendly. So if you're calling somebody and leave a voicemail or a message, you won't have a good chance of having that message or call return. We always think that if it's an important call, they're gonna call later. So take that tip. When you are setting a business meeting in Mexico, you have to make sure that you know the time zone. A typical business day in Mexico starts at 9 a.m. and ends at 7 p.m. Okay? The breakfast time, if you're going to do a business meeting over breakfast, which is the most efficient one, it starts at 8 or 8:30 a.m. It can take about 2 hours. If you are thinking about going for lunch meeting, it's going to start at 1 or 2 p.m. So we do take late lunches. And that can take for 3 hours. Yeah, exactly. Just because of our business day from 9 to 7, it's because we take 2 hours of break for lunch. And then we take our nap. No, just kidding. And our dinner time is at 9 p.m. Okay, so if you guys are thinking about scheduling a dinner meeting at 6 or 5, like here, it's not going to be that good. We're not going to be hungry to eat at that time. One tip for the women, if we are not that such an open-mind society, so if you want to invite a male counterpart to a business meeting by yourself, it's not very recommended, or a business dinner mainly. You should invite him and make sure you're bringing more company, but you and yourself, it's not such a good idea. Just in case you were wondering. Okay, so during the business meeting, who thinks punctuality is important in Mexico? It's important?
No. What's that word? Punctuality.
Punctuality, sorry. Punctuality. Big time, important. No important, no important.
Well, you mentioned that time is not money, I guess.
Not important.
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Okay, you have to be aware that we think it's very important. Okay, but we don't get very freaky with that. So in a business meeting, it's okay. We have 15 minutes late. It is okay. If you are invited to a dinner party or just a social event, you are expected to be there late, or at a minimum 30 minutes later. So if they invite you at 6 o'clock, and you show up at 6 o'clock, it's kind of weird. You're going to be the first one. And that applies to my home as well. If you ever are invited to my home, if I say 6, just come at 6:30 or 7, it should be okay. Good. Business, oh my gosh, okay, business greetings. Business greeting, handshake, it's okay. When you actually know the person well, you can do kiss in the cheek. And guys like to do, when they know them very well, bear hugs, like very good hugs. The name, it's important that we are, whether you guys know that we should address the person by their last name, followed by the title. Titles are very important in Mexico, so don't expect going to, oh, hola, hello, Ruby.
Yeah.
No, it's Señora Ruby, or last name, right? So make sure you know the title and the last name. Just two basic, those just funny things at the end. When we're talking, we always say, in Mexico, we are saying something like, "Qué bonito está el día," no? Okay, so at the end, do you see that I put no, the word no at the end? So if you're not very fluent in Spanish, you wouldn't think, oh, no, it's probably para día. So no, it's like isn't, okay? Yeah, the mañana word. Okay, thank you. Mañana.